Taking your ruler, I want you to mark down 5 centimetres on either side of the page and then join the lines across. From there I want you to mark down 20 centimetres on either side of the page and join that across. On the top line, mark in 0.5 centimetres and then move it across and mark off at 20 and do the same at the bottom, and then you're going to join the top to the bottom, bottom to top, and you've got your square you're going to be working into. In each of the sides I want you to mark off at 10 centimetres. You're going to join them top to bottom, side to side, creating 4 squares. You're then going to mark diagonal lines from corner to corner to separate it again. Going back to your 10 centimetre marks, I want you to mark off at 4 centimetres either side of it. Once you've done that, I want you to join the 4 centimetre marks across diagonally, separating your square up further still, so it looks like this. Okay, placing your 0 on the centre point, make marks 3 centimetres, 5 centimetres, 7.5 centimetres and 10 centimetres on each of the cross lines. You can use any size you want, but in this one I'm breaking it down into these and I'm repeating it on each of the cross members. This is going to help you map out your circles. When you've marked out all of your measurements, you'll now begin to join them. Ensure that you use a slightly curved line when joining your marks, or else you'll end up with a hexadecagon. That's a 16-sided shape, and not circles. Then again, if you prefer a more angular look, then using straight lines is fine. But here, as you join all of the marks together, you'll start to see your circles appearing. Remember, work lightly with your lines because you will be removing these later on. They're just guidelines. And when you've got all of your circles in, you're ready to go on to the next stage. Now, before you start, make sure that your pencil is really sharp because you're going to be doing detailed work now. Okay, you can use your ruler to mark this out to make your basic measurements, but really from now on in you're going to be freehanding it because it's becoming more of a design. As you may change your mind when creating your design, or you inevitably will make mistakes, to avoid leaving unsightly mistakes when rubbing out, remember to work lightly with your pencil, so if you ever have to rub them out, you're not leaving untidy marks. Remember, drawing's easy when you know how to do it. Every drawing that you're ever going to do, it's created one line at a time. It's just like great distances, you can only walk them one step at a time. You can't create a drawing all at once, so you have to do it one line at a time. Now the trick is to focus on the one line at a time. Each line has a starting point and a finishing point, so you mark them in and then just join them up. It's that straightforward. Okay, each line, give it your full focus. When you've got it in and you've put it in the right place and you're happy with it, you can move on to the next line and give that your full focus. Forget about the previous one. Keep repeating this all the way through, just mapping it out one line at a time, and you'll be amazed. The actual piece starts to appear on its own. It's almost like it's like magic. Here I am marking out each petal using one line at a time. By following this method, what appears like a complicated design is really quite easy to create. When you're happy with your design, you can strengthen the lines. Here I'm using a fibre tip pen, but you may use anything, i.e. ballpoint pen, an ink pen, or coloured pencils. You can fill the sections in fully through shading, or use mark making techniques to add a little bit more interest.